Is the Zoom H1N worth the price? In this video, I'm going to do some tests and find out. I've been wanting to improve the audio in all of my videos, and I figured the best way to do that would be to buy a dedicated audio recorder. I had a really hard time deciding which one I wanted to get though. I was wrestling between the Tascam DR10L and the Zoom H1N. I really like the compact size of the Tascam DR10L, but I also liked that the Zoom H1N had a microphone built into it. Then two things happened. One, I remembered how much of a budget I'm on, and two, I found a really good deal on the Zoom H1N, so that kind of made my decision for me. Let's take a look around the device. On the back, there is a 1/4-20 mounting point and the battery door. While we're looking at the back, I'll go ahead and note that the Zoom H1N is powered by two AAA batteries. On the bottom of the device is a model number and a place to attach a wrist strap or a lanyard. On the left side is a 3.5mm headphone jack, along with a place to adjust volume for output. On the right side is a 3.5mm input jack, the micro SD card slot, a trash button to delete recordings, the power switch that can be pushed up to the hold position, and that disables all the buttons on the front, and then a micro USB port to transfer files to a computer. On the top is the XY microphone, which we'll test a little later in this video. And then we get to the front. At the top is the input volume dial, and then right below that you have your display. Then there are 4 smaller buttons in a row that are used to control their functions in the menu. Going from left to right, you have audio, then low cut, then limiter, and finally auto level. There's a big record button right next to an LED indicator. You have a stop button, a play pause, rewind, and fast forward. And then finally on the very bottom there's a speaker that has questionable quality. Let's go ahead and turn the device on and take a look at the display. In the top left corner is the file name. In the top right corner is the battery life. The big numbers below that show your record time, and then right below those numbers is your audio levels. And then at the very bottom is where those 4 buttons come into play. You can turn the automatic audio level on and off. You can turn the limiter on and off, which helps keep you from peaking. You can choose a few low-cut options by pressing the button until you reach the one you want. The options are off, 80 Hz, 120 Hz, and then 160 Hz. And finally, the audio button lets you switch between MP3 and WAV formats, as well as letting you choose the sample rate and the bit rate. That pretty much sums up the display and options, so let's actually record something and see if it sounds any different from recording directly into camera. For all of these tests, I'm not going to make any changes to the audio except adjusting the volume in post. This is a test to see the difference between the built-in microphones on both my camera and the Zoom H1N. Right now, we are listening to the camera. This is a test. This is a test to see the difference between the built-in microphone on my camera and the Zoom H1N. Right now, you're listening on the Zoom H1N. This is a test. This is a test of my lav microphone. Right now, you are listening on my camera. This is a test. This is a test of the lav mic. Right now, you are listening on the Zoom H1N. This is a test. This is a test of the Rode microphone. Right now it's plugged into the camera. This is a test. This is a test of the Rode microphone. It's currently plugged into the Zoom H1N. This is a test. My goal of buying an audio recorder was to 1, make the audio better in my videos, and 2, kind of use it as like a body pack. I think I found a really good way to make that work on the Zoom H1N. If you're interested in that, subscribe so that you can see when that video comes out. I would really like to be free from my camera, and this recorder lets me do that. Now, I'm far from an expert, but the audio quality of the Zoom H1N seems like an upgrade to me. So, is it worth the money? Is it worth the price of around $120? In my opinion, yes and no. I really do believe that it's one of the best audio recorders you can get at such a cheap price. However, I would recommend trying to find it used. When I was searching for the Zoom H1N, I found plenty of used options for under $100. That may not seem like a big difference from $120, but any amount saved is definitely worth it. So what do you think? Is it worth the price? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're there, give me some ideas. Let me know what you want to see next. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It lets me know what kind of content to create. And I'll see you in the next video.